It's official. The Obama administration's Environmental Protection Agency has released the first ever greenhouse gas emission standards for new power plants. It's a really big deal since power plants currently account for 40% of our carbon emissions.
The carbon pollution standards we are proposing today for new power plants are both flexible and achievable.
That was EPA Administrator Gina McCarthy announcing the historic standards required by a Supreme Court ruling in 2007. Why do these standards apply only to new power plants?
Why do these standards apply only to new power plants?
Well, here's Gina.
We need to act today, given the fact that any investment as large as a power plant is going to be hanging around for a while.
And so is the pollution for decades based on the regulations they put in place now when they build the plant.
Exactly. Now, these new standards are already being met by most natural gas power plants. They'll be difficult, however, for new coal plants, unless companies invest in carbon capture and storage technology, which the coal industry says is too expensive. No new coal plants are being proposed in the U.S. right now anyway, because cheaper, cleaner natural gas is already pushing coal into the dust.
Well done. And yet the coal industry for years has been bragging about their clean coal technology. I guess it just doesn't exist.
Oh, it exists. They just don't want to spend the money on it.
Oh, well. Boo-hoo. See you later, coal.
The real battle will come when the EPA tackles emissions from existing power plants next year. Meanwhile, a recent report on U.S. air pollution shows that the nation's top 50 dirtiest coal-fired power plants, if they were combined into a country, put out enough air pollution to qualify on their own as the 7th biggest polluter in the world. That's right. The top 50 dirtiest coal plants in the U.S. combined put out more pollution than all but 6 countries in the world. A new study, partially funded by the fracking industry, inadvertently proves the need for more regulation on fracking. The study shows that wells using the best new technology can substantially cut dangerous emissions of methane, a potent greenhouse gas. Critics say it shows the industry can produce gas with very low emissions. They simply choose not to. As one researcher said, quote, "They do better when they know they're being carefully watched." As we said before, we're already seeing a deluge of propaganda from the climate change denial industry in advance of the latest UN climate report due on Friday. At a climate conference this week, former Vice President Al Gore says there should be a social cost to denying climate science, much like racism and homophobia are now socially unacceptable.
We have to put a price on denial. I remember when one of my friends made some racist comment and another one of my friends says, "Hey, cut it out, man. We don't talk like that anymore." Speak up. And when these conversations about climate take place, don't let denial go unchallenged.
Headline, Al Gore has racist friends.